Strangely, many theologians agree. They argue that since God is all-powerful and God's will reigns supreme in the universe and beyond, everything that happens is known by God and even willed by God ahead of time. Therefore, you don't make decisions, God does. Let's begin our response by rebutting the theological argument that because God is all-knowing and all-powerful, there is no human free will. All religious traditions mandate certain human behaviors and restrict others. If there was no free will, this would be useless and unnecessary. If humans lacked free will, why would God judge us at all? Here's a story that gives an example of how God's foreknowledge is not the same as determination. Once, there was a wise man who was going to hold a great celebration. He provided 2 lists of invitations to the celebration. The first list was a secret list, which he would reveal at the very beginning of the party. And anyone who was on that list would be welcome to the party. The second list was blank, but it had a list of stipulations or requirements. Anyone could put their name on the list as long as they fulfilled the requirements ahead of time. He had certain rules for things that you had to do first before you could come to the party. Many people wanted to go to the celebration, and so they worked very hard. They fulfilled the requirements and they wrote their names on the list. Other people thought, hey, that guy's my friend. He's my relative. I'm certainly going to be on the list. I don't need to fulfill all those rules. I'm definitely going to be invited to the celebration. When the moment of the celebration arrived, the person throwing the party revealed the second list. And lo and behold, the 2 lists were identical. The person who threw the party knew who would fulfill the requirements to be invited to the celebration. In my perspective, God's most defining feature is creation. And not only the creation of mindless, determined things, but the creation of creatures that can grow, that can learn, and that can create on their own. I believe it is God's will that we grow, that we learn. And we cannot learn if we don't choose. We have to make decisions and bear responsibility for those decisions. Please check out full video and audio episodes of Being Humans Together on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify.